So yes, I was excited when I watched this because obviously the technology's moved on in vast terms from when I started watching kind of Ray Harryhausen things, but the creature design is excellent. Were you, when this was all coming together, were you thinking about Harryhausen in terms of like the practical kind of effects and stuff?
I think with the Trollocs, what we always tried to do is to have, we were trying to make them as real as possible, film as much as we could in camera, and then enhance with visual effects. And I think the wonderful thing about the Trollocs is that you believe them, because we did a mixture of the wonderful Nick Dudman's real Trollocs, and then we enhanced them with visual effects. So you believe them. And I think we've been very successful there.
They're absolutely terrifying.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I'm guessing that was the intended effect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So today I'm speaking to Joshua, Marcus and Madeline. So can you tell me more about like why you think they were right for the roles and for the Wheel of Time?
Well, I mean, we interviewed, hundreds of people for all the various roles. And I think it just came down to a chemistry in the room. I mean, Marigo could speak to this more because I think you were in the room.
I was there. Yeah.
I just saw it over links, but the chemistry, it was very apparent. What do you think?
Yeah, we got them all in a room in London, and there was obviously more than just the characters that we've ended up casting, the people that we've ended up casting, and it was just clear, the way that they performed and were with each other. And these are people that we're going to live with, hopefully for the next, I don't know how many years, if the show's a hit,
So can you talk me through the adaptation process? Because it's such a sprawling fantasy world. So like, where do you even begin with something like that?
Well, you begin with, hiring somebody who's an expert and a fantastic writer in Rafe Judkins. So that's really a question for him. He deserves all the credit for, the really, big choices of which he had to make an infinite number, given how much source material that he was dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately for us, he's a huge fan. He's read all the books, I don't know how many times, and really has a passion for it, which is infused into all of us. It's this, huge energy from him. And so we're all passionate about it,
So while you were reading the source material, what were your kind of favorite elements of the books?
Well, for me, it's the characters, I'm not a fancy girl. I had never been into it before when I was asked to do it. And it's so character driven, and there's somebody for everybody in the books, somebody that you fall in love with and you want to follow. And that for me is the starting point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I really I liked how the world was completely redrawn in a matriarchal, female sort of, centric power system, and sort of how that ability for women to sort of wield this amazing power just changed the dynamic of this world we're existing. And I felt that Robert Jordan just continually amazes me about how he lets that play out in the narrative.
Yeah.
Excellent.